Oh, yeah.
So we've got tons of everything here. They said I'm supposed to ask you for the single barrel Taylor.
You can ask me. The answer's going to be no, but you
Indeed,
can ask me.
indeed.
They don't find your sense of humor funny.
Oh, they've only heard the jokes 1,000 times. That's just yesterday. All right, well,
What do you want?
Taylor. Grab a couple of those.
There's a cart right there.
Do we need a cart?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess with the cart we get plenty. Nice little puppy. The collar is $19.99.
Little treat for us.
I like it.
Okay, that's $20. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's all right.
But I was thinking about it. But
It's a nice leash.
oh my gosh. Yeah, he'll put that on his bottle.
Mixing
His bow tie.
mixing types.
Huh? Is that a problem?
Might be.
Oh, it's $50. These are cool. Yeah, these are just one person.
Let's see if they have any of the Van Winkle stuff. I don't know if they will or not.
before we start, I'd like to get to know my group. Where are you guys coming from? Wisconsin? Michigan? Perfect. Wisconsin? Indiana?
South Carolina.
Missouri.
Toledo.
On two brothers by the names of Willis and Hancock Lee were traveling through Virginia. Kentucky wasn't a place yet, so they were traveling through and seeing what they could find. They actually came across this land by following trails or traces that were created from buffalo crossing right through here. Why were buffalo crossing through here? You guys see stuff coming, just go towards this side. That's all I ask from you guys. But I want you guys to look around, and you guys see a bunch of pipes going all around our property, all different ways and whatnot. If you look at this mess of pipes up here, that one that kind of has those black lines going on it, that's what I call our whiskey pipe. So that's actually moving our product all around property.
Then why would?
Alright, we're gonna hang out here really quick. Alright, so this is branding shed. Why the heck do we call it that?
See at the back, it's
When we first started on property, can everybody hear me okay? Okay. When we first started on property, there was actually open fire pits in the middle of this building, and this is where we would brand the heads of the barrels. Remember I said please no smoking, open flames, wood coming in, surrounded by alcohol, horrible combination. That's actually why the giant water tower is right behind us. The building next to it, that's now our sandwich shop during warmer months, was actually our on-property fire station. Back then, we were too far out of city limits. If something were to happen, we needed to be able to solve the problem quickly. But why are we going to waste a perfectly good building? We're not. So, this is where we receive our barrels now. So, Monday through Friday, we are typically going to receive between 1,800 to 2,000 barrels a day. All of those barrels come to us from our own brokerage here. You guys want to look at it? Sure. Yeah. So these are just different sizes, different types of oaks we've done over the years. And then the last part of that first rule is your barrel has to be brand new every single time. The best way I can explain as to why, think of a barrel kind of like a Keurig coffee cup or like a tea bag. The first time y'all use it, you get a really good cup of coffee or tea. It's strong, flavorful, colorful, smells, all the things we're looking for. The second time you'd use it, it's going to be watered down, lacking all of those things. So, that's why you can only use it once, but don't worry, we don't waste our barrels either.
It's the smell is amazing. What?
So here driving on the road.
Right? Could be good stuff.
$110 barrels. So remember that number, and then when we walk back, we're going to see how much higher it is. We can't go in this building, obvious reasons, but y'all are more than welcome to take pictures of the inside of it. Come on, guys, don't be scared. So, those barrels travel through that tunnel I just pointed out to you guys. They're going to end up at the... This is a bug. It's a poplar wood, so it's a softer wood. It's going to get bigger and smaller in the barrel during that aging process, as well as it's not going to add anything to the product. Because remember, if it did, that would be bad. We don't want that. Once that bug is back in the barrel rolls forward, that's where this gentleman comes into play. So this one is going to pull the barrel, and don't take no more. They dump the barrel, and they'll take it away. No, you won't see the fermentation on the natural. That's a hard natural. Yeah, so that was...
So is that what the mash is like?
That's a job.
Oh, yeah. The only time we'll like close down is when there's like ice on the floor. Because we can't salt on the barrel when we crack, or salt when we get inside the barrel. We can't use that product. So those are kind of what we can do at the bottom of the truck, catching all of those parts. Barrel then keep rolling all the way down. Where that hose is kind of hanging down and hidden at the very end of the trough, that's what we're floating around. And guess what? We don't waste this either. We bag it up and we sell it in the gift shop. If you guys have a meat smoker, fantastic rack of ribs, brisket, you name it. 10 out of 10. That being said, anybody? You almost had it. Remember, it's on the metal, right? All right. Approved, dumped, bottled, and enjoyed by you guys. If you guys look at the barrels, you'll notice that that bung, that thing we were talking about, is all directly upward, slightly forward, or slightly back. That is done on purpose. If that bung were to be at the bottom, 550 pounds is a lot. That's going to allow leakage to happen, and we do not want that. So the bung is facing upwards, and that is done by our barrel rolling team. They are called clockers. They have it down to a legitimate science how many times these barrels have to roll on the ring in order for that bung to be facing upwards. Kentucky is very proud to be known as the bourbon state. So all the distilleries compete against one another at the bourbon festival every single year. It's men against women, it's a fair against This is all those clockers lined up. There's 8 different ones. The letters are right down here. And then it does represent the derby. Opening gate, first stretch, first turn, second turn, third turn, home stretch, almost to the finish line. Fist in the air. He is decapitated right now, so ignore that. But his fist should be in the air because he did just win the derby. So, and then they do spell out bland. Cool? I'll let everybody see this. Everybody see it? Does everybody have a spot? We're missing some? Yeah. You too? Okay. Buffalo Trace is typically a 7 to 9 year in the middle. This one's typically a 6.5 year in the middle, so it's actually aged less. Buffalo Trace is what I call a big batch bourbon. E.H. Taylor is a small batch bourbon. There is no rule stating what is considered a small batch. It is a distillery preference. Ours ranges from about 150 to 200 barrels. It's a small batch. There's a little mom and pop shop distillery around us. Their small batch is 4 barrels. So it really just depends. This is a very historic bottle. It is a Bottle and Bond Act bottle. What that means is way back in the day, the government passed a law to protect you guys. People were throwing some pretty crazy stuff in a bottle, slapping a label on it and calling it bourbon. It wasn't. So the Bottle and Bond Act bottle, it has to be 100 proof. It has to be aged in 1 distilling season or put into a...
We're heading to the millionth. Is it 8 millionth?
He thinks it'll be the 9th million by the end of the year.